Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point, because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons.
Jalen Tolbert.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Falcons are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0.
Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They got to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, so, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and they will remain well behind.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons.
Drake London,
57 yards.
and the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he goes out right around the 39.
65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try and run here with Brooks. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Second down and a yard. Now Penix.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Looking to throw, Penix.
Dancing to his left.
He's got it complete to Tolbert.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. It's caught. Tolbert. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster in the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you just have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. That is caught. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Here's a handoff to Brooks running left. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Zappy from the gun. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Second down and 4.
Second and 4 at the 41-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Straight ahead, it's It's Robinson.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Falcons.
And looking to throw, Penix. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Falcon first down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Here's Penix. He's got his man London right side.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They'll look to throw again. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Darnell Mooney from a yard out. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Koo now for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The
punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
78 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart, because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try to pick it up on third down.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's third down in inches. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
They'll run for it. It's Hubbard.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
a 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10.
They're going to look to throw.
Here's a screen for Robinson.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Now back to throw.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
To throw again is Penix.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Here we go.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. Again, running right, it's Hubbard.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. A handoff running left, Brooks.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
90 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Up the middle with Brooks here. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Here's Brooks.
And this this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
6-yard line.
Hey, left check, roll, smash, smash. Come on, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Panthers. Read. Take over.
Here's a handoff to Brooks.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Full connects on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Not quite enough for the first, almost. Give him 9 instead, so that leaves him with an enviable 2nd and inches.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Operating from the gun, Penix.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll look to throw here on first down.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Over the middle, caught by London.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Falcons, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
the night. All the people that you see in the night, and all the dreams up into the light. When the breezes are setting beside, we are not going out. Can you see the Joker flying over? As she's standing in the field of clover, watching her every day. What would happen if we took her away? They said the Joker is a wanted man, makes his way out across the land. See him sifting through the sand. So I'll tell you all the story about the Joker and the thief. I said I'll tell you all the story about the Joker and the thief. I said that was all about the Joker and the thief in the night.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both the feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now. Don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall and shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat-Town. I got the crowd yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. Talk about, now we're doing it, prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I cop the chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, name. I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene with a two? Drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2. If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad for a sucker to test. Pimp, but too large and we way too fresh. Work well with and quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back gate yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Oh! Bring 'em out, 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 bring 'em out.